So, among all the other problems with this car, turns out it has a coolant leak somewhere. I don't know where. I'm going to assume currently that it's the reservoir tank. It cracks pretty regularly. It's a common thing that happens. But just to make sure, so I'm not trying to guess, I'm going to throw this UV solution in there that when I put it in there, it's going to go through, it's going to leak out wherever it's leaking out at. And I just use a black light to find it. Since my hypothesis is that it is this reservoir here, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add some water, just a little bit, so it's just above the lowest point, because there are 4 different little hoses that go into this reservoir. Okay, now we got a good amount of water in there. We're going to throw the UV dye in there. Also, make sure you get the one for coolant and not for engine or for Freon. It's everywhere. Now, normally you would stick that in the radiator, let it run, let all the fluids go through it, and let it run that way. But since I think it is the reservoir, I can just let it drip out through that area. This is how you get into the engine. And the reservoir is over on that side. So if you can look down there, it's glowing. And we should be seeing that underneath. Okay, so taking this back, it is starting to leak down because we had it above this min line and now it's below. But nothing's coming out. But this line here is supposed to be attached to here. It's not there. So that's one thing. The second thing is that I'm not seeing this leak out from anywhere over here, but this is wet. I'm not sure why it's wet. If we go around this side, you see all the things there. I hear something leaking. I found the leaking. Right there. It's underneath the car. This is fun. Not what I was looking forward to. I can't tell if it's the hose or if it is the connector. So it's the next day because I ran out of light and now I have to go back underneath. I'm gonna take those tubes out, see what's going on because it's leaking from there. I don't see any cracks, but it's leaking down where the thermostat housing is. So I'm gonna check it out, see how it's going. But I'm really tired of this. Look, I'm in dirt. So if you could hit the subscribe button and, give this video a like, maybe send in a comment saying get out of the dirt or something, it'll help out with the algorithm. Or if you're looking to go somewhere, I am also a travel agent. So if you hit the contact links in the description below, I can also set you up with, some sort of vacation package, going to Orlando, Vegas, wherever you want to go. And usually I can find a discount for you somewhere, and I do not take any sort of commission fees or anything. Okay, so I got cardboard boxes I'm gonna put in the dirt because I don't feel like being in the dirt anymore. All right, you can still see what's going on, dripping. And I'm not sure where exactly that's dripping from. I'm realizing that as soon as this comes off, this is gonna come squirting on my face. Yep, I most certainly missed a bolt right up here. There's actually way more dripping than I expected. So there's also the thermostat housing here, and then there's this little bit up here. I don't know why it's dripping. Okay, so I'm realizing that this entire section here goes all the way up to the pulley up there. So I'm gonna have to take this whole thing out, which I can't do from under the car. Actually, I have to lower the car and go in through the back. So it looks like through all that, I'm going to have to get a new water pump gasket, which is really weird because the hose itself looks fine, but it was doing some weird things. Like it was leaking from there last night. I don't know, I checked it out, but if you touched it a little bit, it would leak out. So I'm probably gonna get a new hose for that too. But I obviously don't have the parts. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna order that. And in the next video, I will, check that out and replace it and see how it goes. But I do have to replace it through the cabin. So next time around, you're gonna see me take that whole thing apart. And yeah, in the meantime, if you want, check out this video. I don't know what it is. It's gonna be most recommended to you. So hopefully you enjoy it.